Hello YouTube. In this video I'm going to be applying a texture to a wood shell. I'm going to be using this wire brush wheel, but before I do so I'm going to make it a little bit narrower so that it can get down between the growth rings and cut a little bit deeper. To grind it I'm using a sanding disc that's 60 grit. Make sure you wear safety glasses if you do this. These wheels do throw a piece of wire every once in a while. After the wheel is shaped, it works very well for excavating the softer wood between the growth rings. The wood that I'm using here is southern yellow pine. It works really well. The tool that I'm using is a flex shaft. It's a power carving tool. It's probably turning some 20,000 RPMs. Now I'm going to use a mop sander to smooth the outside. The fingers of this mop sander are a bit wide still, and so they don't get down to the bottom of these grooves. But I've got another tool that I made for doing that with. This eliminates a lot of hand sanding. I made my own sanding bow to get down in the bottom of the grooves. I've seen a few other videos where people made these, but I decided to make my own, and I made mine a little bit different from the ones that I saw in the videos. I'm going to use a piece of cloth-backed abrasive here, tearing off a narrow strip, maybe a 1/4 inch wide. The slots you saw are for threading the end of the sandpaper through. The friction from that is enough to hold it in place without it loosening up. You don't have to have it in a loop. Something else I did is, rather than using it as a flat ribbon, I'm going to twist this to where it's more like a string with abrasive all the way around it. The final step in smoothing is to use a tool made out of a Scotch-Brite pad. I'm going to cut this into small octagons, and they'll quickly wear into circles. These will be on a shaft that goes into the power carving tool, and It's like really fine grit sandpaper. Don't expect to take off a lot of wood with this, but it's like, I don't know, 1,000 grit. It's very slow in material removal, but it does leave a nicer finish than what you would get without it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.